Yes.
This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
Good afternoon, sir.
It's a good afternoon so far. It's a good afternoon.
Hi, best. Do you have a raptress quote for us today?
We forgot last week.
We did.
Or whatever week it was.
Last episode. On Dragon Ball.
You know, I don't know what's going on with the we were talking about the radio, like there's like 4 songs.
Yeah.
And two raptresses, Megan and Glorilla, have both released stuff, and Only is going to be mad at me for saying this.
Mm-hmm.
Glorilla, like, she is just eating the children. Like, she is just...
That's good, right?
It's so good.
Yeah, her album is fire.
Every song she releases, I'm like...
That's that right there.
I'm like, damn, Megan.
Yeah.
This used to be you.
Megan seems to be trying to rinse and recycle versus reinvent.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Okay, so it's not just me.
No.
Okay.
And I love... Listen, Megan is not only... Megan is beautiful, but she is talented.
Yeah.
I've said famously on this podcast, I thought she was going to be
The next Nicki.
I hate to say the next Nicki. I did say that at the time, but
I know what you mean, though.
She's going to be the next big female rapper, and she's not. I think it's going to be Glorilla.
Yeah.
I had to change my opinion.
That's okay. With new information comes new opinions.
That is true. That is very true. So anyway, Glorilla, I like something that makes me laugh, and I don't know why this makes me laugh. It may not be funny to you at all. I do love that though. Is she saying on the candy cane?
I don't know.
On the candy cane. Is that what she's saying?
I don't know.
I'll play it for you. You tell me what she's saying. If you're watching, comment below. If you're listening, send us a DM, Instagram, Nosey with Good Intentions.
Please and thank you.
I don't know. I can't ever tell what she's saying. And so on the candy cane is as close as I've gotten to what it sounds like. Anyway, it's probably not at all what she says.
On Spotify, if you listen to it and you click it, like it'll show you the words.
I don't have Spotify money.
They have a free version.
Yeah, but you can't. After your 3-month free trial.
No, it's free. You just don't have as much control over what you listen to. It's more like
maybe that's what it
you
is.
pick Glorilla Radio.
Yeah.
Like if you put a song in, it will play that song, but it's not going to be the first one. It might be like the 4th song.
After 4 commercials.
Yeah. I have the paid version.
So she... Because you got Spotify money.
No, I have a family plan.
You got 79 hours in the fire.
We got 4 people on our plan. 3 people.
Oh, split 3 ways.
No, I don't pay nothing on it. I don't put in on that, bro. I ain't got 5 on it.
So she has this new song called What You Know About Me.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when I heard the name, all I could think of was Little Mama.
Yeah, what you know about me?
What you know about me? My lip gloss is popping. By the way, Little Mama, if you ever hear this, like, girl, create more music. I liked her. She
made music. What happened with that young lady is unfortunately, I believe her country ass going up on stage when Jay-Z and Alicia Keys was doing New York. I don't know why that was received so badly, but I think that was kind of was like, we're gonna put you over here in the closet.
Well, but she did the Breakfast Club interview after that about it.
Yeah, she cried.
She did.
Charlamagne didn't actually make her cry, for the record.
Charlamagne, if you're ever watching this,
made her cry.
Here's the thing: Charlamagne is not a nice person.
Nah, he's grown past that now.
Whether you made her cry or not, Charlamagne, if you ever see this, you're still not a nice person. But do you need to be a nice person for the Breakfast Club? I don't know.
No. The controversy is what got him notoriety. Now he doesn't really do a lot of shit like that.
Well, my whole thing is, like, his mentor was Wendy Williams.
Ooh, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yes.
And she's love messy.
She still was messy till she fell out in the Statue of Liberty suit.
She was messy after that too.
Oh, she was. I thought the show took a hiatus.
She has an autoimmune disease. My heart breaks for her. I miss her. Like, I miss the kookiness of Hot Topics. I miss her kooky. I miss her just saying crazy shit out loud. I still watch like random compilations of like,
how you doing?
How you doing? But so she has a song, not Lil Mama. Glorilla has a song called What You Know About Me. And it starts with, I'm from Memphis, what you know about me. And I want to be like, that you're from Memphis.
Well, now you know. The more you know.
And I don't know why that's so funny to me, because the rest of the song is great. That I'm from Memphis, what you know about. And I'm like,
Big
that you're
Glon
from
G5.
Well,
V?
You're Glorilla and you're from Memphis.
And we've been through that.
It's what my brain does every time the song starts. But anyway, so that was my raptress quote.
Okay.
But the other half of my raptress quote is later on in the song, I think she doesn't know what the CDC is. Okay, so I don't remember the exact line, but she says something about her, her coochie banging. CDC. It's got him crazy. CDC. And I'm like, the CDC is
the Center for Disease Control.
It's for diseases, not for mental health.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if your hoochie has got him crazy and he had to go to the CDC, I don't think that hit like you wanted it to hit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not 100% sure on that one. Glorilla, I'm sorry if I'm inaccurate with that, but I heard it and I was like, I had to rewind it and I was like, is that what she's saying? And I'm like, I think that's what she's saying. I was like, I don't think she knows what the CDC does, that it doesn't do like mental health. But I think it rhymed maybe or sounded like the three letters, and I'm like, you could have picked three other letters.
Oh shit!
What's been on your mind?
Is there a difference in being polite and having manners? For example, not like declining an invitation versus just not wanting to go. Want another example?
Please.
So I have people that would be like, yo, Skillet, you should come through. I'm performing at such and such venue. And I don't be wanting to go. I don't be wanting to go whatsoever. As fucked up as that sounds. I have no desire to go to most of those things. One is because I'm never really sure if they want me to go or they want my camera to go.
Oh, okay.
And I have not developed the skill on how to decipher the difference.
Okay.
So I am always leery about those invitations for that reason. It's not a fuck you. It's so if I show up with no camera, are you going to be disappointed?
I wonder how you could say that.
Hey, if I show up and don't bring my camera, is that cool?
I mean, you could say like, or you could say like, are you asking me to photograph the event? Or are you asking me just to attend as a visitor?
Well, a lot of artists would like content of their events.
What I'm saying is that could be your response. Are you asking me to come as a photographer or just me as a rap lover?
Sometimes I don't want to go either way.
Well, that's when you say, "Oh, I'm not available at that time."
A lot of times I just don't go. I don't say yes or no. I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's for sure. That's what's up. Or that's dope." And I'll see what I can do. That's pretty much it. A lot of times there's no see what I can do at the end. It's just, that's dope. That's what's up. That's going to be fire.
How does that feel when people say that to you?
I don't have people say it to me because I don't invite people to shit. I don't do anything that it would warrant.
You have a rap renaissance.
Okay, I do have an art exhibit. That's the first one ever. Like, it's my first event ever.
If somebody said, "Oh, that's what's up,"
I've gotten that, but I haven't really directly invited, but maybe 10 people.
Okay,
but that's because I'm not sure if they saw it on social media, not because But I've also had people that I never thought in a million years would come and be like, "Yo, I'm coming."
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, yeah. But yeah, some people that I've directly invited, I don't think they would come regardless.
I don't think they're something tells me they're not asking you to come as a photographer.
I think they are. But I'm a skeptical son of a bitch. So
you are.
I'm always skeptical.
I'm just trying to think, like, if I was going to have a show, I would want people to come so there were people at the show. Having one of those people also take photographs probably would not enter my mind. But that might just be me.
No, I've gone to events, and it's assumed that I'm bringing my camera.
That's so weird. I don't know. I guess because me, like,
there's memes about it.
Like, if you wanted to come to the courthouse with me, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what day it is. Just show up.
I'd love to.
But I mean, if you were like, hey, do you want somebody to take pictures? I'd be like, yeah. How much? And here's the date or what? I don't know. Like
That's not how it works in the rap world.
But that's why I'm wondering, like, if it's just me, like. Or genuinely, like, sort of like I'm thinking the rap battle. Like, if I'm about to battle someone, I would want familiar faces. That would make me more confident if I saw some familiar faces there.
I get paid to shoot those, so I don't.
What I mean,
I don't go to those for moral support.
What I mean is,
I'm working when I'm at those events.
But what I mean is, like, if I was a rapper and I knew you rapped in the past, and I'm trying to get you to rap again, but. And you're doing like a rap renaissance, and like you're doing a lot of stuff with rap. I would be like, hey, we know each other. I'm going to do this battle. Like, I'd love for you to like be in my corner or whatever that's called.
Yeah, more support.
I wouldn't. It wouldn't even cross my mind about you. Also, are a photographer.
I appreciate that.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
But that might just be me.
Yes, it's you. But let's speak more.
I can accept that.
Let's speak more broadly. I think, I don't know. There's things that I get invited to. I don't really want to go. I think some of it is I don't really want to pay to get in. I'm cheap.
Okay.
I'm wasteful with money, but I'm cheap as well. And some of those things I don't think are for me.
Okay.
Like, I'm not the demographic. I might be black like the other person. We might be black, but that might not be my demographic of. It's just not my scene.
Yeah.
I like to be off in the corner, minding my business. Even in my hole in the wall, I will sit down at a table by myself, because you can't smoke at the bar. You have to be away from the bar.
Okay.
So I usually get a table right behind the bar. I could see most of the TVs.
Okay.
And I just chill. And then people come in, speak to me. If it's somebody I'm really cool with, like my boy Hector or Bernard, they end up sitting with me.
Shout out Hector or Bernard.
They're good people, sports guys.
Okay.
But outside of that, I don't really go for people to see. I've had people, I'll be at my hole in the wall, and if it's halftime, I'm scrolling on my phone. I've had people be like, yo, or usually it's females. They'd be like, yo, why you look sad? I'm like, what you mean I look sad? You just on your phone? I'm like, it's halftime. Oh, well, you shouldn't look so sad. I think that's their way of flirting. But either way, I'm just here to watch football. And I'm going to fuck home.
Shooting their shot, huh?
I believe so.
And you're like, it's halftime. And they're
go
like,
away.
Oh.
Well, not go
never
away,
mind.
But I'm playing Royal Match on my phone until the game resumes. And
okay, so yours is Royal Match. Mine is Tower War.
What's Tower War?
I have to show it to you.
I'm on level 5,000 something.
Love. If you're out there, it's called Tower War. Yeah. Love.
But I don't think that's rude to not want to participate.
Okay, so I'll give you an example of mine. Sorry, mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Mac and cheese had a Halloween party. And this is how he invited me. He said, bitch, I'm having a Halloween party, and it's mandatory to dress up. I was like, okay. I didn't go.
So you just said, okay, and acknowledge that you received it. That was your red receipt.
Message received.
Yes. Not confirming.
And then I didn't go. I also forgot about it. And he didn't send me a reminder text.
Would you have wanted?
But I also didn't make a point to, like, immediately like put it in my calendar, add a reminder, because I was like, I'm probably not going to go to this.
Is in your phone with a reminder.
With a reminder. I've also got like going to help at this time. I'm set up time starts at blah blah blah. Like it's in there.
Sorry, mac and cheese. My event's cooler.
Here's the thing. I don't mind coming to a Halloween party.
Right. You don't want to
mandatory dress up.
I want to go to a dress up Halloween party.
Mandatory dress up party?
No, don't tell me what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Exactly. So I was like, as soon as that was the invitation, I'm like, okay.
What if it just said highly encouraged?
If it said, if he would have written, which he never would do this, if he would have written, hey, I'm having a Halloween party, please dress up. I would really appreciate it if you would dress up. I know you hate to dress up. I would really appreciate it. Not, this is mandatory. My attendance is not mandatory.
Absolutely not.
And if I don't show up, I got to dress up. I think my problem with Halloween is my mom was never big on it. And I think like 2 years in a row I was a witch. And 1 year,
yes.
1 year I was an old woman.
On purpose?
Well, my sister got the costume to be an old woman, and then she was ugly and she didn't like it. So I was the old woman, even though my parents both were like, no, your sister dressed up as an old woman. I'm like, check the picture. That's your son in the old woman costume.
Oh, you've gotten constellation costumes. So you're just like, you're over
So
it.
we weren't, Halloween was never, like, I love Halloween. I love the idea of Halloween. I loved Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah.
Like I had a Day of the Dead party 2 years in a row. I'd love to do it again, but
I want
not
to
in
get the painting and everything. That'd be cool.
Love. I've got all kinds of stuff. Only's like only now would be like they've got a Day of the Dead thing, and I'm like, oh, like even he knows.
Yeah. Yeah, we started a podcast. You had to spread. Yeah.
Yes, there's a video evidence.
There's a couple episodes.
Yeah.
We celebrated all month long.
Might have been recorded.
Same outfits and everything.
Same outfits.
We should have kept this an audio podcast.
Listen, you're the one that wanted it to be video.
Hey.
Yeah, but I guess because like I never really got into. We would dress up, and then my mom would take us to my aunt's house, and her kids, who were older than me,
they're like your.
But they were like
chaperones, so to speak. Kind
well, no, not really. Like they would jump out from behind the tree and like hit the window as we drove by, like you know.
Oh, okay.
And so that was neat, but it was sort of like whatever.
It wasn't built up to be this big thing, so it's not.
But we went to like 5 places.
The fuck? How you trick or treat at 5 places?
That was it.
5 houses?
Yeah, and like the church like had something.
The trunk or treat.
Well, this was, we're pre-trunk or treat.
Yeah. The equivalent of trunk or treat.
But the equivalent of trunk or treat without it being called trunk or treat.
Right.
And so that was it. Like, so it wasn't, Halloween was never this like, what am I going to be this year? I never had that. So like now as an adult, I'm like, if I didn't have that as a kid with the excitement of Halloween as a kid, why would you think I'd have that as an adult?
That's why my parents were super religious. So I don't even think, the first time I ever celebrated Halloween, my mama got me a Wolverine mask, and it came with one glove with the claws. And it wasn't a Halloween. It was like the Harvest Festival for the church, which is their. You get some candy.
Yes, I think theirs was called the Harvest Festival as well.
If you've had a Harvest Festival, you know what we're talking about. And it was like chili cook-offs.
Now that you say that, I'm like, yes.
I attended a very Caucasian church.
Yeah.
Harvest Festival. So we would get and my costume I didn't have the clothes. I literally had the Wolverine mask and one claw. And I think I wore all black. So I cannot remember having a lot of different costumes either. Yeah. And so... But I would like to get a decked out. I don't want to pay the price, but like the quality of like those $300 or $400, those legit cosplay type of.
Oh, that's so much.
I know, but they look really cool.
Yeah,
and I think I would have a great time. We take our kids trick or treating. Yeah. They get a kick out of it. They get costumes. Even my oldest still will dress up. She didn't dress up this year, but 15 down, she's always dressed up. Yeah, she was Harry Potter 2 Halloweens ago. Yeah. But, I mean, so I get what you mean as far as the big to-do about...
I think also being fat. Do you know what I'm saying? All decades of being fat. I mean, my whole life I've been large my entire life. But for about two and a half decades, I was fucking fat. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was not.
You were not costume adjacent.
I think people now don't realize that there was not a big and tall.
Fuck no.
Until maybe 10 years ago.
Maybe 15, but yeah.
Maybe 15.
Yeah, because it was the beginning.
And even then,
would have a big and tall section, not the whole store.
And it was like a rack.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and Halloween costumes were not many sizes.
They're not fat as fuck adjacent.
Correct. So I think also that probably had something to do with, like, I never, even in college, like, I never really developed this, like, there's a picture of me at a Halloween party. I have on gray sweatpants, a gray t-shirt, and my red ball cap because I had a red stripe down the side of my gray sweatpants.
So you match, you just don't have a costume.
I looked very good. That was when I lost weight the first time.
Oh, okay, very cool.
I'll have to show it to you. But everybody in the picture is dressed up except me.
See, I want to do that one time. I do want to have a big stupid ass Halloween party.
Yeah.
And everybody, I'm not going to say mandatory. It'll say highly encouraged.
Well, I did go. So when I lost all the weight, I did go to a onesie party.
What's a onesie? Like pajamas? But the whole piece?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I would have worn that.
Yeah.
He could have said onesie is okay.
Yeah, that's my party was. It was a pajama party.
Yeah.
Come to find out, it was a surprise birthday party, which is kind of cool.
I think mine was just a Halloween party.
Yeah.
I had to think about that, though, because there's a couple of
sprinkled throughout
autumn birthdays that it could have been like woven into the event.
Okay, so is it okay? Okay, I got another example for you. This literally happened last week. This happened this week. I'm lying. Today is Tuesday. It happened this week, at the very beginning of this week.
Uh-huh.
So somebody had saw my website and saw, I think you've seen it when I like posted a picture of me editing the website.
Uh-huh.
And somebody's like, oh, I didn't know you do websites. What would you charge me to do my website? That's not a service that I offer. At all.
You should.
Sir, this is what I'm going to, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Because you have a background in it.
Okay.
That would be something that you could.
No. So this is what happened. So this young lady is like, hey, you know how to do this? You can design web. I'm like, yeah, I can. She said, oh, what would you charge? I said, I don't know what I would charge somebody to design a website. That's not a service that I offer. She's like, well, I don't want anything overly complicated. And she said something like, all right. And then she says, do you use a platform-based web designing suite, which is like Wix, Squarespace, which, yeah.
Okay.
So she's like, she said, what I found was it's about $300.
That's a lot.
That's a lot or a lie?
That's a lie.
That
is untruthful.
Do you think I am going to design you a website for $300?
Yeah. After I just said, it's not a service I provide.
Yes, that is no type of incentivization. I know that's not a real word. That did not incentivize me whatsoever. Correct. To be like, I'll take your business.
Yeah.
So this is between the polite and the manners. I'm like,
aren't manners polite though?
Yes, but no, you can have manners and not really be polite.
Okay.
I mean,
finish this one. I need an example of how you can have manners and still not be polite.
I'm going to try to work on that as I tell the story. So I said, look at my website. And I said, tell me how much you think somebody should pay for this type of a website. She's like, okay. And I'm thinking on it, and I'm walking around the warehouse, like just marinating on this shit while I'm at work. So I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
And so, what did she say? I said something I'm paraphrasing. I said, hey, I'm just going to be honest with you. I wouldn't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't like designing websites. People are very tedious and very nitpicky about shit that they don't know how to do. I said, you have to have content to put on your website too. And a lot of people don't actually have content. They
want the shell and then content later.
Yeah. No, they want all the content in that bitch with no content
to provide.
Yes. And I think a lot of people don't understand that when it comes to designing a website, you can say, yo, Michael, I want my website to say X, Y, and Z, these colors. I wanted to, but then and I'm just going to make up, say you own a trucking company. You sell trucks, not like retail, but like big
I can give you a
rigs.
real example.
What you got?
I deliver caskets.
Okay, so
they're looking for someone to design their website.
Right.
They want it to where you can, let's say you want a silver casket.
Yeah.
You can type in a search engine on their website, silver,
right,
and all the silver casket options, and then they can click that. They can add all delivery the stuff date, that they want to add, and then it'll give them a price at the end.
Yeah. So imagine your company saying they want a website that does all of that and not having any pictures of these caskets, not having any prices of these caskets,
right,
not having a logo design to put at the top of this said website. And I'm not talking about her specifically. This is a broad. Those are some of the things that people don't think about. They just go, make me a website.
Yeah.
It's like, well, give me some Play-Doh to mold into a website, not just give me a website.
Right.
So I told her, I was like, I don't want to do it. I said the minimum I would accept to do it is $1,000.
Good for you.
And I said that's probably not fair to you because I don't want to do it. And then she wrote back something like laughing, something. And then I could tell she was not offended by me being honest.
Yeah.
She said something I was to the effect of, she said, why did you think that? She's like, why was that so hard? I said, because a lot of people would have been offended. And I'm going to ask you, Kirk, is that fair to say that a lot of people would have been like, well, fuck you. It's like when a guy yells at a girl and she goes, I got a boyfriend. Bitch, you ugly anyway. A lot. You get that. I've gotten that before. Where you be like, I don't really want to do it, but thank you for the offer. And they go, well, fuck you. You know, that equivalent of,
you're too
bitch,
good
you
for
ugly
it.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I told her, I was like, well, some people get butthurt about it. She's like, no, I mean, I appreciate the honesty. I was like, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm not designing no fucking website. And it feels great. Because I don't want to.
Do you know what that sounds like? The power of no.
It's a beautiful thing. That's the name of so powerful. The power of no.
Make sure it's not the one from the last time we talked about no.
I don't think we called it the power of no. I don't recall no episode.
Text power of no, but before you officially name it that, make sure the other one's not called power of no.
Okay, fair enough.
But no, I think that's what I'm wondering, like there are most things I'm like, I actually wouldn't mind going. Like, I'm sure the Halloween party was fun.
Of course.
I'm sure Macaroni and Cheese and his family, they're a hoot. They are so fun to be around. But I'm also like, I think for me sometimes, as I've mentioned famously on here, I'm an extroverted introvert. I have to really be an extrovert, and then I have to withdraw and recharge the battery.
Yes.
And when I don't recharge the battery, I need a break.
With y'all, yeah.
I can't play pickleball for 2 months. I need a break from everybody. Hi. I'm walking into a restaurant. I've got to go.
And you sitting on the couch.
And I'm sitting right on my couch. Ain't moved. And it's not. And it's never about that person. Like, it wasn't about mac and cheese. I was a little bit like, all right, bitch.
Mandatory.
There was a feeling of, all right, bitch, I see you. But I probably still would have, normally I probably would still have gone. I just wouldn't have dressed up. I would have shown up not dressed up. Just to be like, I got you, bitch.
Right. I'm grown, motherfucker.
Right. But I genuinely did forget about it. Yeah. But then he sent me a picture from it. He sent me a snap from it.
Like a live. Oh, damn.
And I went, have fun.
I forgot.
I didn't say I forgot. I just went, oh, have fun. Which I mean that. I hope he did have fun. I'm sure he did. His family is, they're a mess in a good way. But I need that. I need to also recharge. Yeah. And around that time was a recharging session. So I was like, even though your family is fun, and I normally would have like just went anyway.
That's a lot of energy to absorb. And then,
I was laying in the bed when you sent me that picture. I wasn't talking to nobody. Only was in the other room. Like, I'm recharging the battery.
I have to recharge in my own house. I come up here and just sit. And I fucking live here.
I think that's why there's a part of me that's like, there's a part of me that always knew I probably wouldn't have kids.
Because you don't get that.
Because my problem is I would continue to not recharge my battery.
And burn out.
And somebody's going to suffer the consequences.
Daddy's mad.
Daddy's mad. We got to go.
Yes.
But, yeah, I'm always like on the fence about, would someone rather you say, to be honest, Jessica, I don't want to do this.
I don't think everybody's
so let me
receptive
save you time and tell you, no, I'm not gonna do your website. And it's nothing about you. It's that
it had nothing to do with her. I
used to do this job and I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking do it. Everybody's not receptive to that type of honesty.
Well, but I think they are in a private conversation. I think the difference between your example is you two were having a private conversation that nobody else was involved in versus the guy standing in the middle of the road yelling at a girl with other people that can hear the interaction happening.
That's his obnoxious ass.
But what I'm saying is, I think that because it's a private moment, I think more times than not, you would have gotten a no problem, man.
Oh yeah, versus
privately, you would have gotten. There's going to be out of 20, there's probably going to be one that's going to be like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Right.
But for the most part, I think most people in a private back and forth
because they know I'm not trying to embarrass them,
right?
Because nobody can see this,
right? Yeah, and you don't know her; she didn't really know you. She saw a picture
before.
Oh,
yeah, I know in real life. We're not like besties, but I've shot for her before.
I thought she like just saw your post and was like, "Oh, you do websites?"
Yeah, I just like I don't want to.
Yeah.
And it felt so good. It was like...
Well, and that probably helps, too, that she knew you. Like, she knows that you're a friendly person, even though you try to act like you're a big...
asshole. A big old butthole.
Are you watching Drag Race this season?
I haven't watched this year at all.
You know I've never seen an episode, but I'll watch all the stuff around it.
Yeah. We got to get you to watch a full episode.
Apparently, there's a drag queen, and her middle name is Butthole. It's like Christina Butthole Stearns or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
It's not even in a clever way?
Not that I've figured out. And nobody else has talked about it, so I assume it's not clever.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Usually drag queens have pretty clever name. Like even Bob, even though I know it's Bob the drag, it's still very clever to just be it's a man's name in front of the drag queen nomenclature. Yeah. And it's like that.
It's exactly what you're getting.
Exactly.
I think that's what he says.
Yeah, my name's Bob, I'm a drag queen. I can fuck with it. You know what I mean? It's clever in a very straight, direct forward way.
Yes. The one that I never got until she said it was Courtney Act.
Who?
Her name is Courtney Act.
Okay.
But she's Australian. She's beautiful blonde. You would like her. She was on Bianca's season.
Bianca.
It was Bianca Del Rio, Adore Delano, and Courtney Act.
I know Bianca Del Rio. That's the Hispanic.
Yeah.
Okay.
She won.
Okay, yeah.
And then the runner-ups were Courtney Act and Adore Delano.
That's not the blonde that did more emo drag queen stuff, right? Because the one that did drag more emo style had a Courtney. It was like some Sharon Needles. Her name's clever. Was season 4. Yeah, see? That's Sharon clever. Needles. Yeah, we're sharing needles.
Yeah. But Courtney Act, when you say it in an Australian accent, it's caught in the act. Caught in the act.
Oh, okay. I don't.
I'm not Australian. But because she's Australian,
it makes sense.
Her name is an Australian joke.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, everybody would always like, "Oh, your name's so funny," and I'm like, "Oh, what's funny about it?" And then one day I finally saw an interview where she said it, and then like said it where you could catch that it was caught in the act.
Okay, I can fuck with that.
Anyway, but anyway, so Butthole is one of their middle names, and I was just sort of like, "Oh, okay, well, I mean,
Butthole it is."
There you go. Guess we know who you are.
The receiver.
But I'm always like, I never know how to say
no.
Well, how to say no in the way of like, honestly, that event sounds like a lot of fun. Unfortunately, it's falling within a time that I've got to recharge my battery or I'm going to turn into a huge bitch.
But why do we have to put an explanation on it?
I think it's because I want them to ask me again. You don't want her to ask you to make a website again.
No.
And you want her to spread the news that you're not making any website.
No. And that has to be something I had to be in the mood to do. That ain't.
But like Mac and Cheese's Halloween party. it's very possible that now in a new year,
you might go.
When the Halloween party comes around, I might be like, not only will I show up,
Animal dresses.
I'll show up and I'll put a costume on.
Yeah. Okay.
But I want him to ask me again. So it was sort of like I didn't want to poo-poo on it.
Yeah.
But it really was just, I forgot. And also it like really, I was literally laying in the bed like, I am loving recharging this battery.
You're right.
I'm so happy I stayed at home to recharge this battery. Oh shit, the Halloween party was tonight. Oh crap. Hey, have fun.
Right.
You know.
But there's certain shit, I can't think of any specific instances off the top of my head. Yeah. But there's certain shit I know I ain't going to. And I don't give a fuck if you have it every month. I ain't coming. And there's nothing wrong with said event. Yeah. I just don't want to go. That ain't where I want to be.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's mean or not. Rappers don't really watch this podcast, so like I said, I ain't really studying them fucking open mic nights. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Nothing in my body makes me go, man, I'd love to go watch indie artists perform for an empty room full of indie artists. I know that's fucked up because I love the indie scene, but that's not where I want to be. I don't want to watch. That's like me going, yo, I want to have a photography event just for photographers. Come one, come all photographers. Come watch me take pictures.
I was going to tell you, there's this man in my area who part of his being able to do photography full time is he teaches photography.
Yeah, that's different. That would be like, but I'm saying it would be like me going, yo, photographers own. It's not only for artists, but those are the only people who show up typically.
Yeah, and me.
Yeah, and me because I'm an idiot. But it would be like, yo, I'm gonna do an open photo shoot, and the only people to show up are photographers.
Yeah.
They do photo shoots. Why the fuck would they?
But who
photographs?
I almost said who photographers? Who photographs photographers?
Nobody. That's why you
another photographer.
Of course. Which is why next year's event is called Shoot or Shoot. Haha. But
shoot or be shot?
No, shoot or shoot. we both. But no, I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to go to no open mic night. I don't give a fuck how many times you invite me. I'm not coming.
Yeah.
I'm just not. That does not service any.
No 8 Mile.
No, that does not service any desire or need that I have in my spirit.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. If I go, I need somebody to pay me to be there. I need to be paid to shoot it or just to attend. I'm not coming to that shit, man. I want to.
Well, I think if you get invited, you should say, "Oh, you need a photographer?"
No, because them niggas ain't trying to pay.
But that's what you do, and they go, "Oh, yeah, that'd be great." You go, "Here's my rate."
No, them niggas ain't.
The worst they can say is no. You didn't want to go anyway.
That's true.
The best they could say was yes. Actually, that would be awesome. Yeah, we can pull some funds together, and you go, "All right, pay me by this date, and I'll show up."
That's true. But
before,
yes,
pay me and then I'll shoot.
Yes, or at least pay me upon arrival. But you're gonna pay a deposit. I take deposits.
I require mandatory deposits.
Yes, mandatory. No, but I mean, okay. But what about? I don't know. It's a weird thing because I do want the invitation.
Yeah.
Even if I know I ain't going, I want the invitation. Yeah. I want you to give a fuck enough to invite me. Not specifically the open mic night. I'm talking about just in general.
You want the ability to say no.
I do.
And know that they thought about you.
Yes.
Same.
It's backwards as hell, ain't it?
But I think that's everybody.
Is it?
I think that's everybody. Like, okay, so we had the big showdown, pickleball showdown. And as we were leaving for dinner, I wasn't the only one, but I on purpose because of my own self and my own mind, I asked every person, we're going to eat. You want to go? We were going to eat. You want to go? We're going to eat.
But you don't want all them people to go.
If they showed up, that'd be great. Whatever, I don't care. But if they say no, I don't care. But in my mind, I'm going, I would want to be asked. Even if I don't go, I still want to be asked.
Yeah.
So I ask everybody.
Is there anybody? Don't name them. Is there ever an instance where you're like, I don't really want you to say yes?
Yes. So there's this guy that comes.
Damn, he goes too, don't he?
No. He wasn't at this thing.
Oh, like
so
damn.
he comes to the local area, and I think he's on the spectrum.
Literally, or he just.
I think he's at least on the spectrum somewhere. Anyway, he's odd, and that's fine. I don't care. I'm odd.
Yeah, I'm weird too. Shit.
But
that's how we get along.
But he went to eat with us one time, and he took a fry that was about halfway through his 2 fingers, and then the rest of it was outside of the fingers. He dipped all of it and some of his finger into his ketchup, and then he put the fry so far in his mouth that he had his fingers in his mouth
and licked
it off.
I used to do that as a kid. I don't like ketchup with fries down.
We're 40. I'm 40 and he's like 50.
Yeah, I used to do it as a kid. I don't do those. And
he was sitting right beside me, and I just went,
with your grown ass.
Wow, you're barely invited. You actually weren't invited to this.
I was just courteous.
You just no. I did not say a word. Someone
you
said
the one
something.
Going around giving out passes.
No, not that one. I wasn't the coordinator of that event.
I'm about giving admission passes and shit. Don't want his ass to come. But you get a ticket. You get a ticket.
I was like, you got invited because you were standing near someone
and heard it,
and you couldn't help but hear it. And that's some shit you're gonna pull.
He ate that shit like it was a delicacy, did he?
Listen, sucked in fingers. Which is fine. I think it's the combination of he's odd, and now you're making all these noises while you're eating, and then you sucked your fingers. And you didn't do it just once. You did it several times.
It's obnoxious. I'm sure it had to be.
And I'm also like, you're
a grown-ass person.
And you're sort of mean sometimes on the court, which I think is part of the spectrum thing.
Wait, why you say that?
Like, he'll just, like, not play. Like, there'll be 3 people standing there. Because, you need 4 to play a game of doubles. And there'll be 3 people standing there, and they're beneath him, quote unquote. Like and he'll just sit there and go, "Oh, I'm taking a break."
In the middle of the game?
No. Like let's say a game. There's several courts going, and a court finishes, and 3 people walk out there, and he's the one sitting down. He'll just go, "No, I'm taking a break.
What?
I'm not playing," because he don't want to play with those 3 people.
I ain't mad at that.
But here's the thing.
It's a little rude.
We all take our turns.
With the shitty people?
We all take... No, like beginners.
Man, cut that shit out.
Just like beginners.
I
people
sucked at one time with my camera. I was trash, hot garbage, and now I'm not. It's okay to say that. We didn't call nobody's name.
Here's the thing. Everybody has their first day.
Yeah.
Some people's first day goes really well.
Really?
Well, I think it depends on like what your background is. Like baseball seems to be a pretty good background for pickleball.
Baseball's hard as a motherfucker to play.
Well, because I think you're swinging a bat, which is not a large object. Right. It's a long object, but you're hitting it with the girth. Yeah. And you're hitting a ball that's not that big. I mean, really, when you think about it,
it's the hardest sport to play.
So I mean, if you're a good batter, you're probably going to be pretty good at pickleball hand-eye coordination. Tennis, especially people like that play tennis in college.
Oh, that lateral move.
High school could go either way. I played in middle school. I don't think it helped at all, but whatever. But especially if you got to like a college level tennis, your hand-eye coordination, movement,
you at least got
court awareness. Yeah. Like I think for me, basketball was probably court awareness wise was probably something that helped me as far as like knowing where I was, knowing where my partner is, knowing where the other people are, seeing where the movement of the ball, like basketball is a lot about moving the ball around.
Fluidity.
So I think that's what helps me is growing up playing basketball my entire life until high school.
I don't know. But that damn, he said that motherfucker took the whole goddamn catch.
Yeah. Gloop, gloop. Yeah, on the fingers. On the fingers. And I know he didn't wash his hands.
How you know?
Because we all washed our hands.
Oh, like prior to eating? Correct.
From pickleball.
So he got the musty pickleball hands eating fries and the ketchup and shit all on his fingers.
Licked it.
That's what you said. Oh, Lord. Oh. Yeah, he don't need to be invited no more. His decorum is
they stopped him.
Yeah.
He wasn't even invited that day.
Right.
But like, There is a part of me that breaks my heart.
He's not invited?
That he's not invited.
Why?
But not enough to invite him. I know that's bad. But it is sort of like... Girl,
but you don't want to listen to that shit.
I want to be like, girl, pull it together.
To him?
Yes.
See, I want to retain my invite, and I know I ain't going to certain shit, but I want to be invited. But I also ain't licking ketchup and shit off my fingers like an idiot.
Yeah. I do like to be invited.
Yeah. But why is it we want to be invited if we ain't trying to go?
Thought of.
Yeah. Because like I say, I have some people that, I'm doing such and such.
I think our phone call earlier, I think you heard a little bit of that.
Yeah. Certain individuals want to be included even if they ain't coming.
I had forgotten all about it.
See, you ain't, but were you invited?
I was the sub.
So you were invited.
But what I mean is, it wasn't even like his assumption was...
You were like second person in line.
Me and these other two people went somewhere, and I sent you a snap like, ha, bitch.
Yeah, I was confused at first too.
Same.
Yeah.
I thought he meant today. I was like,
we're recording.
I'm like, what would be the difference any other time?
Yeah, we've only had a sit-in audience member twice.
Yeah.
Like literally in 160.
I think actually it was the same 3 people.
Yeah, I think it was a rotation of those 3 people. Yeah, and one of them was the sister podcast member. So
yeah, yeah. I think it is being thought of. I think there's a comfort in.
Is it like a FOMO?
Well, like I think for him, he's been doing this. Work has been like hectic, and then on top of that, he's sort of trying another thing. And I think maybe there was a moment where he saw this picture, and there was an immediate like, oh, they forgot about me. I've been so busy at work, and I've been trying this other thing, and they forgot. They didn't even think about inviting me. I need to let them know that I still want to come. That was what I got out of it.
I think it might be a FOMO too, though. I don't have FOMO.
Probably.
Like I want to be invited just so I can say you invited me. I was invited too.
You're petty.
I know, and I'm not delusional of that.
I think your pettiness is what makes you want to be invited.
Absolutely.
I like to know what's going on.
Well, I have people who will report back to me, for lack of better words, and be like, yo, yeah, man, I got invited to such and such. I declined, and I'd be in the back of my mind like, so did I. You did not know, though. And I just like the fact that in my heart, I know I was invited too.
Yeah.
Even if I won't reveal that to you that I was invited.
Is there anybody that if they got invited and you didn't, you'd be like, fuck these guys?
Any person or a particular event?
Particular person.
No, because the person I'm talking about, I don't care if they get invited. I just know that.
Well, I don't mean just that person. Anybody. Like, is there anybody in your circle that you would be like, if this person got invited to an event and I didn't get invited, I'd be a little butthurt.
No, but that is partially because I've begun to withdraw from certain circles of content / media creator things. I don't know what you call them. I've kind of taken a seat back. Like, I'm gonna let y'all have that. You got it. Hadouken.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Kamehameha. Like bag.
Okay.
I think
interesting.
I think.
How's that feel?
Feels good. I still get the occasional, yo, bro. No, bro. No, bro.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I be rocking with it. I like being over here.
Okay.
I like being at home.
Okay.
I like being up here in the man cave, being very unproductive, laid across that damn couch looking at TV. It's a fucking amazing feeling.
Okay.
So do you decline ever for that reason? I just want to sit at the house and do nothing?
Yeah, recharge.
I mean, like, even if it's not for a recharge, you're just like, I don't want to watch a movie. I don't want to do that. Like, almost like you have options and you almost like, I guess, the path of least resistance.
It's very rare. It's very rare that I get invited to something that I don't want to go to. Like, flat out do not want to go to.
Like, that's not your speed, so to speak.
Yeah. It's very... I feel like people have a good read on...
What you fuck with and what you don't.
What I would like to... What I probably would do.
Okay.
Sometimes Mac and Cheese will like let me know about like his group they're going to do a trip or something. And depending on what it is, I'm just like,
You're talking about some of them.
well, we went to Colorado one year. That was so much fun. I would do that again in a heartbeat. That was fun. It was beautiful. But like there's certain people in that group where I'm like, I don't want to be stuck with you for 5 days.
That's what I'm saying.
Not because you're a bad person, just because like sometimes you talk and I don't like it. You know what I mean?
Hey, sometimes your lips move and sound comes out. I just don't fuck with what comes out of it.
But you know what I mean? Like sometimes, like I love my uncle. Yeah. He will tell you a bald-faced lie. He'll sit right here and just lie. And 5 days?
No, you ain't finna lie in my face for 5 days. I don't want to hear that shit.
Sister wives. I'm like, girl,
they be going?
Just lying.
Oh.
Just spitting lies. Spitting lies with a smile on their face. And I'm just sitting here like, I gotta listen to this shit for 5 days.
I'm trying to think of who used to get real drunk and start
like
tripping.
My uncle, I love to go to dinner with my uncle. I love to hear it for about 2.5 hours. At the end of that 2.5 hours, I'll see you in another year.
Okay. They're not my friend, but they do tend to go. Okay. I think we talked about it on here, not at length, about my cousin's bachelor party. It was a guy's trip. And
was
I
that
really
the coast?
The who?
The coast.
We went down to Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
That's the little brother.
Okay.
He rode with me to the bachelor party, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah. I've never been invited to a bachelor party.
This is my first one ever.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, with that example, I've actually never been invited to a bachelor
party. But I've been in like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And I'm shooting one this year. Hey. Get his money. No, so we went and...
Give me money.
I can say him because he ain't gonna never listen to shit. So my cousin's best man in the wedding, we was all down there, and he was talking. Oh, I pray he don't hear this episode. By the grace of God.
I hope you're listening. This is the one episode.
Okay, so he's full of shit. He talked all this big black empowerment and being woke and black this and black that. I'm with it. I don't claim to be super woke, but if you fucking with black people, I fucks with you. And he's black. Yeah. Then
important detail.
Yes, but every time we went out, ask me which race of women were being acknowledged the most the whole time.
Caucasian.
Yes. So what is all this woke shit you hollering about? But then, for some reason, your eyeballs don't ever track down any of these attractive black women that you keep claiming to love. All I heard was about snow bunnies the whole weekend. Pink toes, snow bunnies, this. Man, and white bitches, etc., etc. So, I say all that long story.
Do you think, okay, quick aside.
Yes, sir.
Do you think to be black and woke, you have to date a black woman?
No, but it doesn't make, it looks very, it's a piss poor example. If you're bragging and being super black, woke, empowered, and you got a white one. It doesn't mean you can't be. It just looks a little oxymoronic. Jumbo shrimpish.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Oxymoronic.
Yeah,
I hear
it's
you.
a little jumbo shrimpish. It's like,
interesting.
It doesn't mean it's impossible.
What if it was Rachel Dolezal?
Well, she's trans black. I don't know if she counts.
Here's what gets me with her. Can we talk about her just a second? I'm sorry. This is why we don't do current events, because I need years to process something. Here's my thing. I almost think it wasn't bad. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm going to walk with you.
Here's my thing.
I'll even hold your hand.
You didn't, like, passing is where you can, like, in the gay community, passing is people think you're straight, right, but you're not. You're gay. My understanding in the black community, passing is where they think of you as a white person. You are treated as a fellow white person, whatever.
I know some passing black people that I don't know if they tried to pass it. They looked like, but black people knew they was black.
So my thing with Rachel is
she wasn't passing.
You went from a majority to a minority And you also like did empowering things. Like you joined the empowerment organization.
Yeah.
You were part of this organization of uplifting. It's almost like the opposite of passing.
Yeah. You gave away
in
your
a weird
privilege
way.
in a way, yeah.
It's like, well, she went like it would be like somebody straight pretending to be gay. You went down in the hierarchy of society.
She gave up her white privilege, essentially.
You gave up your straight privilege.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I don't know why you did it, but whatever. Okay. Like, I feel like people roasted her.
And and
I'm like, did she? I mean, I know it's not good, but it's like,
it's more
was
so
she bad? Like,
no, I think it's just people were bothered by the fact that she's a white woman pretending to be black.
Yeah.
Well, she could have just been a white woman helping black people. I think.
Do you think she would have had as much impact?
She seemed to be very educated. I'm not sure. Yeah. That she is my finance. Yeah, she's white. Like, she ain't Amber Rose. I think Amber Rose is faking it, but we're not gonna go down that hole. She says she's mixed. I don't see nothing but a thick ass white woman, but I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
So we won't go down there. But I meant to say,
it helps if her parents are dead.
I don't think her parents are dead.
I'm just saying, if your parents were dead, it would be a lot easier to. What if they died when she was young?
Oh, that's fair.
Baby.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah. So, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, about, what was it? It was about not being around certain. Made me lose my train of thought. What the fuck?
I thought you asked me a question.
No, I was saying you were talking about like going to events, or going to things, but you don't like certain people that do it. And I was talking about the back there.
Yeah. Okay.
So apparently, when everybody got drunk, like one of the last couple nights, he was telling my cousin like, "I don't think your cousin likes me, man." Like in his feelings. I mean, he wasn't wrong, but wasn't going to.
Here's your evidence, sir. Here's your evidence, right?
He wasn't going. I don't care for him now, but even Cuzzo has said he's a habitual liar. So I guess I don't
understand that.
I don't either, especially with shit.
My brother-in-law's the same way.
Huh?
My brother-in-law's the same way.
Yeah,
I hope nobody ever listens to this.
It's like you saying you got a purple shirt on. We can clearly see you have a red shirt on.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that to lie about? And it's usually not shit to lie about to like get out of trouble. It just be a lie for the fun of it. Yeah.
Sister Wives told us when we were in high school that he had a BMW.
His parents didn't even have a BMW, did they?
No. And I'm like, and he would like send us pictures and be like, look, it's in the shop. Why? It's a brand new car and it's in the shop for 2 years. Ended up being like in there for 2.5 years.
AKA it never existed.
I was just like, I had a Honda Accord, a 1990 Honda Accord, which I loved, by the way.
I had a 96 Ford Aspire. It was probably the size of this damn chair.
Mac and Cheese didn't even have a car.
Yeah, it was a 2-door hatchback.
Other friend had, I think his was a Acura or a Civic. It was a tiny car. It was a Civic, like a, and it was old. It was like a, I mean.
This car was smaller than that.
I got my license in 2000.
I got mine in 10th
My
grade?
car was in 1990.
Yeah,
my car was 10 years old.
Yeah.
Mac and Cheese had no car. Our other friend, his car was like a 91
right.
or a 92.
Nobody was driving a BMW. What the
8
fuck
years
was he lying
old.
for?
And he's going, I've got a BMW. For what?
And he ain't stopped.
He had the nicest car. And his was, I forgot what car he had, but he had a truck or something, I think. His was of our cars, his was the newest and the nicest. Right. And yet he needed to lie about a BMW. Like that was the shit my brother-in-law, he'll just go. So listen, so he tells my nieces one day, we're standing outside and they have a basketball goal in their driveway that he had to have because I grew up, they live behind my parents. I grew up with a basketball goal that's still there.
Y'all didn't grow up together.
So anyway, so he tells them, we're standing outside. I'm standing right here, the truth knower. I'm standing right here. And he looks at them and goes, yeah, y'all need to get out here and practice every day if you want to play basketball for your school. Me and your uncle used to play every day at his basketball goal up there. And I went,
nigga, I don't know you.
Listen, I went like this. I just smiled. I didn't nod or anything. I was like, because I was like, not only is that not true, we met as children. Not only is that not true, you've never been to my house until you married my sister or
dated. Yeah,
were with my sister. You've never been to that house until then. Bitch, what? Why? You could have just said you practiced every day. You didn't even have to pull me into it. Like, I just happened to be standing there.
He was dead ass serious doing it.
Didn't even look at me. Never said a word. I never said anything. I just thought that. But it's stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, that was so, you could have just said you did it by yourself. That would have been more impressive than you came to my house.
Right.
Like, it's crazy shit like that. And now my sister just goes, lie. And he'll laugh.
Because he knows it's bullshit.
All he does, everything he says is a lie. Everything.
Yeah, I never
or an exaggeration of what really happened. Yeah. And it's never, nobody's in trouble.
He ain't trying to get out of trouble.
He's not trying to get out of trouble. He's not trying to get anybody else in trouble. He's just loves to tell a big story.
I don't understand that either.
I don't get it.
Yeah, so that dude, like, to relate to your story though, like if Cuzzo was like, yo, you want to go on a guy's trip? And if he said that guy's going, I would probably still go because I always have a really good time with Cuzzo. But there will be a part of me that would be like, no, don't go. Don't go. Just say you got shoots all weekend or whatever the fuck it is. Don't go.
Yeah.
And it's kind of those, that would be I still want the invite, but I don't want the invite. You know what I mean?
Here's what you do. So let's say it's 4 of you.
Oh, hell no. I don't like those odds.
No. Let's say. Okay.
I needed to be like 6.
Let's say
so somebody can go hang out with that motherfucker over there.
I want you to come. It's going to be me, you, guy you hate, and...
I just can't stand that nigga.
Guy you're fine with.
Right.
All right, you get in the car, and you go, you know what? I got the radio. First song. I don't fuck with you. That's the first song you play. And then you go, actually, you know what? I don't want to be the DJ anymore, and let somebody else be the DJ. That's how you start the weekend.
Oh, shit. I think he knows I don't like him, though.
No. We have confirmation that he knows. Yeah. That he thinks.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I don't give a fuck. He can't whip my ass.
Yeah.
I still speak to him and shit. I make very brief talk. Small talk. It's like this big. It's very brief. What's up, man? He told me the other day, not the other day, but like late last year, cousin's baby shower. Yo, man, your cousin been telling me, like, apparently my cousin been bragging on me, which is cool. Telling me about the photography stuff. Like, yeah, man, I appreciate it. I didn't ask him shit about his life. I know about his lying ass life.
Yeah, because it's a lie.
No, he got this girl damn, we got to spin. Fuck it. So he got this girl pregnant. He's like right out the gate, that ain't my baby. And even Cuzzo was like, I don't fuck with that. Like,
why did he think it wasn't?
Because he's a piece of shit.
Oh.
If you don't think it's your kid,
okay.
Wait till the kid gets here. Get your paternity test. If it's yours, it's yours. If it's not, it's not. Figure it out.
Yeah.
You're not 19.
Yeah.
We're fucking 40. I ain't trying to have no newborn at 40, but you pulled your dick out, so it's on you, my boy.
You didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
No. You didn't pull your dick out, and that was the problem.
Well played. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
You just a fake ass dude. And it's okay. Yeah. I'm too honest about my bullshit.
Do you think he was nice to the girl, though?
Fuck no. From what Cuzzo said, he done ghosted the shit out of her. See?
But see, here's my thing, though. When you're dealing with a liar like that, he can tell your cousin anything.
Yeah, but usually...
Doesn't mean he's doing it.
Oh, that's true. Well, I hope... I've not given him the benefit of the doubt. He has not...
No doubt benefit.
No doubt benefits. He has not accumulated any pass go, collect $200 coins, none of that shit.
Sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
He's got some sit the fuck down coins. Yeah. I hear you. You got some tokens. You got some sit the fuck down tokens.
Yes, I ain't trying to hear that bullshit tokens. That's what that is. So, yeah. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
I mean, fuck him.
I hope he's not the dad. Is that bad?
No, he don't have no kids either, so that might be why he's like.
That's probably good.
If he's on some bullshit, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, me and cousin play basketball in his yard every day.
Fuck out.
Listen, I talk about it all the time. Not all the time, but every once in a while, I'll just be like, so, any basketball, anybody?
You should look right at him when you do that.
I can't do it. I can't be that mean.
You should be like, basketball, anybody? And look right at him. Just, anybody for some hoops?
My problem is, I just can't be that mean.
Does that being mean?
Like, I can be mean.
Me too.
But I can't be that mean.
You just ask if anybody would like to join you in a game of hoops. And look right at him.
I don't know.
And see what he says.
Yeah.
All you do is be like, no, thank you. It's been a while. You mean it's been never?
I'd be afraid he'd go, oh, yeah.
And then you stuck out to play basketball.
Oh, God, here we go.
Oh, shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Thank you for listening. If you're listening, hi. Thank you for listening. Make sure that you follow on your interface.
I think so.
Podcast interface. Rate and review, please. Maximum number of stars will be appreciated. Good reviews are always appreciated. Absolutely. Reviews really do help, though, if you can and you have a moment in your busy schedule. If you're watching, hi. Good to see you again. We're here on YouTube at Nosey with Good Intentions. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And click that notification bell so you're notified mostly on Tuesdays when we mostly release at 8 a.m. Mostly because we're just going to pop in and out of your lives.
That's what we do, baby. We're like shitty stepdads. Hey.
I do think we should try the virtual one, though. Because I think we could do a couple, like... Because then we really could squeeze in like an episode more often.
Then you don't have to factor in the
and we can hang out.
And the flying. Yeah.
Even though it's virtual.
Yeah. Be like, yo.
Thanks for listening.
Oh, shit.
We also have Instagram, Nosey with Good Intentions.
The grams of Insta.
Make sure that you follow us there.
Yes, indeed.
DM us there if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know in the comments below if there's anybody you would say no to an event for. Or what kind of events you say no to.
I'm trying to think of some as you close of any other examples. I'm not going to no more album release parties.
Except your own.
Yeah, but mine is an art exhibit. It just coincidentally will have music playing.
Isn't it an album?
Yeah. But the main focus is the art. But
what I mean is you're going to release the album.
The day of, yes. But it also played the...
So it's not an album release party, but it is an album release party.
Yeah, it's an art exhibit listening party.
Where you're going to release an album.
Yeah, but it'd be on the streaming services, not I release it to you all within this room.
You can buy the copy here.
I would like to do that, but that's not financially feasible.
I wonder if you could have something where you can help people download it.
Yeah, I could get the QR code and walk around.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
Or have it on the table. Put it on the, like you're going to have one person that sort of floats the server. Mm-hmm. Maybe put it on their tray.
I think that's going to be Cash App. For the canvases.
For the silent auction.
Yes.
Wait, can you do that with a QR code? A silent auction?
Yeah, to pay.
Yeah, but you don't need that on you don't need that on her tray or his tray.
No, I'm having it on my phone.
No, I know.
Hey, no. Come on down. Make your payment.
You could do a QR code like on the table where people could pull up the Spotify. Like the QR code would take you where you can buy the album. Oh, that is true. And have the same QR code on the tray of the floater server so that they could also they don't even have to go to this one table. Right. It also is going to travel the room. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, I can fuck with it.
No. Silent auction, that's a whoever wins it in the end would pay you. We also have Snapchat, Nosey Podcast.
Yes, sir.
I send you stuff on it.
I don't catch it till like the next day because I don't have the notifications
You'll
turned
catch
on.
it like 5 days later, and you'll send a laughy face. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck did I send him?
I saw it though.
I'm like, I can't remember what it is I sent you. We also have X, Nosey Good.
So unnecessary.
We have TikTok,
We do.
Nosey with Good Intentions.
Yes, sir.
So there's plenty of places to follow us. It's probably scrolling on your screen, fast or slow.
One of the two.
If you miss it, it's in the description below.
Absolutely.
I think that was it.
Thank you for listening to our nosy nonsense.
See you next time.